Yu-Gi-Oh! A series that has excited fans since its creation in 1996. However, the current state of the game has left it confusing for new players to attempt to enter, with over 60 different booster sets and countless other products as well. To this end, an ex-competitive player shall take on the challenge of attempting to get back into the game. He shall receive £30 to spend on cards. However, he can only spend it on sealed product, with no trading or purchase of single cards allowed. He must rely on his own hands, luck, and the heart of the cards to provide what he needs. Welcome to Breaking the Seal.
Hello YouTube, it's Crimson Brit with the first actual purchase that we got from Magic Card Market. So I'm a little bit excited to see what we got here, so, let's crack this thing open. What? This box potter appears to be possessed by some sort of demon. Be gone! But, yeah, pretty much what we have for our first purchase is, 3 packs of Ignition Assault, and 3 of the Shaddoll Showdown Structure Decks. Now, the reason I picked the Shaddoll Structure Deck is because I was around when Shaddolls were a major thing in the competitive season, so I wasn't sure how I felt when the Shaddolls got a Structure Deck in the OCG. And I've heard that apparently it's supposed to be very good, so, let's crack it open and see what we get. Okay, so here we are, the Shaddoll Structure Deck. Got El Shaddoll Gristia. I think that's the new one. I need to read what that does. El Shaddoll Construct. I didn't know that's an alternate art. I quite like that one. Shekinaga, Winder, and Wendigo, and Anonitalis. I think this is a new one as well. Okay. Fusion one Shaddoll monster from the extra deck using monsters in hand or field. To the graveyard, send a Shaddoll from hand or face or field to the graveyard. Okay, so it does some Shaddoll things. Then we got Falco, Hedgehog, Squamata, Dragon, Beast, Hound, Zephyr Naga, Zephyr Core. These are the new boys. What do you do? Probably have a read through in a minute. Special summon a Shaddoll, send a Shaddoll when it's sent. Special Shaddoll. Oh. Target a banished Shaddoll on special. That's neat. We've also got BLS, Lava Golem. What's Lava Golem doing here? Dark Arm Dragon, Fairy Tale Sleeper, Trick Clown, Armageddon Knight, Felis, Electromagnetic Turtle, Mathematician, Curry Bandit, Terrapero Cerberus. That's weird. That's it for the monsters. We've got the Shaddoll Field Spell. I don't think this was ever used. No Shaddoll Fusion, Neph Shaddoll Fusion, Super Poly and Triplicate in the Structure Decks. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Instant Fusion, Allure of Darkness, Foolish Burial, Living Fossil, Pot of Avarice, Twin Twisters, Shaddoll Fusion. That's it for the spells. Quite interesting lineup there. Traps, Resh Shaddoll Incarnation. No idea what you do. Target a Shaddoll in the graveyard, special summon it in face up or face down defense. Banish it and do Shaddoll things, I guess. I'll read properly in a minute. Shaddoll Core, Sense of Shadow Games, Purus Shaddoll Aeon, Lost Wind, Unending Nightmare, Necrofusion, and Subterra Succession. Kind of interesting. I think now also for our purchases, sorry if I'm moving around a bit, I'm trying to juggle some things around in my room, it's a bit awkward. We also got 3 Ignition Assault. The reason I picked Ignition Assault is purely because I knew it was like the latest set. I've heard there's some interesting things in it that could potentially help the Shaddolls. We'll see what we get in these packs anyway. Hey, I'm back. Right, so, pack number 1, Ignition Assault. The damn thing will open. See what we get. Matching outfits. Donyo Tonio Rebo at Ignista. Doshin at Ignista. Ancient, what isn't this the archetype that's supposed to be set based off like the Dynasty Warrior games or something like that? Whatever. Utgarda, Generator's Boss of Delusion. Fefran, the Winds of Mischief. Ghostrick Fairy. Dragon Maid Sendoff. Which, if I remember correct, wasn't this one of these special edition cards for what was that, Chaos Impact? It was like one of those that had the other card was the Six Samurai one, I think, and Guard Ghost. Okay, interesting. Pack number 2. Oh yeah, also the structure decks were 21 quid together. I used the remaining £9 to buy these 3 at £2.50 each. So value. Pack number 2. We have AI's Ritual, another Doshin, Bellcat Fighter, which I don't think is going to see play ever. Mutually Mutually Afferred Destruction, that's weird. Buru at Ignista. Megalith Ophi. I've been hearing interesting things about the Megaliths. I'm not 100% sure what they do yet. I'll have to read up at them in the future. Execution of the Contract. Veldra and the Winds of Mischief, and Double-Edged Sword. Don't think we've pulled anything too helpful yet, but you know, hopefully, luck of the gods with this pack. Right, last pack, let's go. For the last pack, we have matching outfits, Karakuri Cash-In, Doshin at Ignista, Anomaly Super Rocket, Annihilator Archfiend, Karakuri Shogun. Huh, neat. Megalith Bethor, Kunamzan, and Megalith Oct. Nothing particularly too helpful, but you know, I guess I'll look at what I pulled, try and put something together, and I'll be back in just a second, so...
6.5 hours later.
Right, there we go. It took me a little bit, but I've finally come up with a 40-card deck, which I'm alright with. I'm probably going to have some people in the comments going, "What are you doing, you massive fool? Why are you not playing this card?" But I'm happy with my first attempt, so I'll just do a little deck profile here. 1 copy of Shadow Chaos. I'm iffy on Shadow Chaos. I'm not a big fan of its effects, of it just special summoning a shadow from the hand, and then when it gets sent to graveyard it sends another one. I'm split on this. I've only got it on the copy at 1 because of the light attribute here, so making construct. Next, 3 copies of Shaddoll Wendy. I quite like Shaddoll Wendy. Its effect, when it's flipped, special summon a Shaddoll, and face up or face down defense. When it's sent to the graveyard, you special summon a Shaddoll in face down defense. So like specialing like Falco or Hedgehog to be able to get the flip effects. I like that. That's okay by me. Gets the thumbs up. Next up, 3 copies of Shaddoll Falco. Level 2 tuner, flip it, special summon a Shaddoll from graveyard. Gets sent, special summons a Shaddoll, special summons this card in face down defense, I believe. So that's alright by me. Use it as material, summons itself back out. 2 copies of Shaddoll Squamata, mainly for its flip effect. Pretty decent card. When it's sent to graveyard, add a Shaddoll from deck to grave. Send a deck. Sorry, I cannot talk today. Jesus Christ. Send a Shaddoll from deck card from deck to grave when this card is sent. So it's got its uses. 3 copies of Shaddoll Dragon. I'm playing the 3 copies because spell card destruction is pretty helpful. Flip it. Also, it's got pretty beefy attack with 1/9, level 4, so I can use it for Xyz plays. Only playing the 1 beast. I'm not too big on beast. I know its effect to send it to draw a card is very helpful, but otherwise it might just be a dead card in my hand. I'll probably have to edit it at some point. 3 copies of Shaddoll Hedgehog. Mainly for its flip effect of adding like any of the fusion cards from my deck to my hand. Also for the effect of when it's sent to the graveyard, add a monster from deck to hand. So that's helpful. Now for the non-Shaddoll monsters in the deck. Move this aside a little bit. 1 copy of Performer Power Trick Clown. Useful because if I use it in the fusion and take 1000 damage, it special summons itself, I've then got a level 4 I can do other shenanigans with. Electromagnetic Turtle. Playing the 1 copy because if I fusion into it, I've then got it in graveyard, so its grave effect is helpful. 1 BLS. Quite a lot of lights in the deck, not a lot of darks. Hopefully it'll be live. 1 Veiler, because hand traps. 1 Ghost Ogre, hand traps. 1 Ash Blossom, good hand traps. Now to the spells. 2 copies of Allure of Darkness. If I had the space in the main deck, I would play 3, but at the moment I can't fit the space. Foolish Burial, send anything. 1 copy of Instant Fusion, use it to make a Winder, bring it out. Maybe link into something using Winder, whatever. 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion. It's a good card, just make any of the fusions. 3 L Shaddoll Fusion, quick play fusion card. 3 Super Polys. I use these because I've got these in here because, well, Super Poly, very good. Also, if I have any, I need to double check if it's in hand. In the field. So if I have any Shaddoll in the field, I should hopefully be able to make any Shaddoll monster I want, depending on the type. 1 copy of Called by the Grave, because it's a very good card. 1 Necrofusion, so I can fusion from stuff in my graveyard if needs be. 1 Red Reboot, very good trap card. 1 Lost Wind, another very good trap card. On to the extra deck. Shove these off to the side. These do not exist anymore. 1 El Shaddoll Al Capone. I quite like this card. It's neat. 3 copies of El Shaddoll Construct, because very good card. 3 copies of El Shaddoll Winder, because Construct destroys a monster, a special summon monster in battle when it attacks. Winder stops my opponent from special summoning more than once per turn. 1 Saryuja, because I might be able to make it. 1 Lanthrinkus, and 2 Shaddoll Construct. I was a bit iffy when I first read Shaddoll Construct's effect, because it's just pretty much like a fusion card on legs, but I can send a Shaddoll from my hand or face or field to the graveyard and special summon it again, so... For the Synchros, I have Bryonak, Black Rose Dragon, and Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. I can make Bryonak fairly easy, just Falco in a level 4, Black Rose... Black Rose and Scarlight will be a bit difficult, they're probably going to get changed in the future, and then 1 Abyss Dweller, 2 level 4s, makes it. The side deck for this, I'm split on at the minute, because well, it's just mainly just stuff from the deck. Artifact Lancia, DD Crow, Ghost Reapers and Cherries, Vanities and Majesties, Gameciel, Panquatops, Mind Control, Triple Twin Twisters because back row destruction is very nice, Forbidden Apocryphy, Wiretap, Solemn Strike, and another copy of Lost Wind because it's very helpful. Right, now, I haven't been able to take this deck to regionals because I've just made it, so, well, not to regionals, goddamn, to locals because I've just made it, so with that in mind, I'm going to try and make the deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and hopefully show off a couple of decks for that. So, see you online in a second. Right, like I said, I couldn't get to my locals this week for their Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, so instead I decided to play a game with my current build against a friend of mine from online, Tohoku. Game 1, we pretty much both did absolute jank, utter misplays. I have no idea how to play the deck, and I think he just didn't draw they just didn't draw very well. So game 2, here we go. I opened up with Instant Fusion, Super Poly, Ghost Ogre, Windy, and Shaddoll Squamata. And he is playing DDDs, so my best bet for turn 1 is to just set Wendy, set instant fusion, set super poly, and see if I survive. And unfortunately, I did not know how explosive DDDs can do with a good hand, so he pretty much just goes off. I tried to super poly, sending his stuff away for Winder, thinking, hey, I'll just stop him from summoning things, but he just beats over it with his monsters, and clears anything that I can summon. Just remakes his board, and just utterly demolishes me, pretty much. Top deck, I draw. I still have Super Poly. I've got Instant Fusion. Can't really do much, so I just make Winder, make Super Poly, and he does an even more explosive play, ending on pretty much a massive board of all the big boys, and he gives me a turn out of pity, which causes me to top deck BLS, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna die, but I'm going down swinging, so I summon BLS, beat over his 2 lower monsters, and end my turn. At which point he just utterly annihilates me. Makes a 6k Gust King Alexander and just slaps me in the face with it. And then just fills up his board with other big monsters. That was game 1. Well, technically game 2, technically game 3. Here we go. I opened up this time with Shaddoll Falco, El Shaddoll Fusion, Shaddoll Dragon, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and Cad Shaddoll Chaos. I don't know how you pronounce that. He goes first, summons Savage Kepler, and proceeds to make an explosive play as usual with DDDs. I mean, I didn't know how the DDDs work at that time, so when he tried to use... at the time I thought I was trying to negate DDD Flame King Genghis' effect. Turns out he'd worked a chain so that I was instead using my Ash Blossom here on DDG's Savage Copernicus. And he just goes off. And just ends his first turn on DDD Oracle King to Arc, DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh, and Zero King Zero God Reiji with a load of back row. My turn, I think, hey, I know, I'll make Construct, send some stuff, try and blow up his stuff with Shaddoll Dragon and things. Made the misplay here that I completely forgot that El Shaddoll's Construct, when it is summoned, sends the card from deck to grave. I thought it was an ad, so I unfortunately used El Shaddoll Contract to send El Shaddoll Fusion to grave, which was really unfortunate. And that's right, sorry for the on. And I used the Chaos to send my Shaddoll Falco in hand to grave, triggering its effect. Not really what I wanted to do, but oh well, unfortunately. You know, he gains 3,000 life points from all 3 of his spells and traps, and Arc. Then he just makes massive board again. And I was a bit surprised at this play, because I completely forgot that DD King, Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok had the effect to steal a monster, so he ends up attacking my Shaddoll Falco, uses Ragnarok's effects to steal my Construct. I mean, when he flips the Falco, I use Falco's effect, special summon Shaddoll Dragon, use Dragon to try and destroy it, to bounce his Wave King Oblivion to his deck, thinking, hey, maybe I'll get my Shaddoll back. Nope, doesn't work, it's an equipped spell, so it dies. That's lovely. And he just proceeds to beat me in the face. I've got Wendy, and I've got Institution. That there, I completely forgot, unfortunately, because I didn't read the card, that Zero King God Reiji is immune to battle. So I tried to attack with my only Shaddoll Wendy. Didn't work. So I thought, hey, I know, I'll just make Lanthorincus. Use Lanthorincus. No, use Shaddoll Windows effect. Just hit the graveyard, add a Shaddoll spell trap card from my graveyard to my hand, add Shaddoll Fusion, play it, try and make a construct sending Electromagnetic Turtle and Dragon to graveyard. Try to use Dragon to pop one of his back row, but he doesn't really care, so next turn he just drops everything and proceeds to beat me violently. Yeah, that was not a fun game for me. But yeah, that just shows me that I've got quite a lot of work I need to do with the deck, so hopefully next time we'll have some more packs, hopefully expand the deck a little bit more, rework it a bit after I've sat and had a proper look through the cards, try to make a decision on what to do. Thank you for watching and goodbye.